Thank you for coming. I am Shane Peterson, and I am here to talk about the writer strike and why it is necessary. The writer strike of 2023 is the latest in a long line of writer strikes, with the first one being in 1960. Back then, it led to a 4% residuals for television reruns, as well as the first residuals of theatrical motion pictures. This would be the first walkout of the Writers Guild of America, or WGA, for short. There have been 5 major writer walkouts in history, each one being longer than the last, with the latest being a total of 148 days. The writers walked out this time demanding increased compensation for their work. They wanted to be paid a living wage so they didn't have to work 2 jobs, as well as more job security, saying they want jobs, not gigs. More pay in their residuals for streaming services. A show's rise in popularity on streaming services was having little to no effect on residual pay. This was caused by there being no clause in their contract stating how they would be paid for streams as opposed to views. They also want regulations for artificial intelligence. With advancements in AI, it is no wonder why writers would be fearful of losing their jobs. And with Ryan Steelberg, a CEO and president of Veritron, an American artificial intelligence technology company, said in an interview in 2023, AI is here to stay and growing more widespread. It's going to be an indispensable integrated tool. Hypothetically, that a film company may save 20% of the cost by using AI. It's going to come down to dollars in terms of production and budget. Ryan Steelberg's reasoning is that AI is crucial new technology and will save money, which to some degree is understandable. But with the use of AI, we run the risk of shows becoming stale because of a lack of human touch. Shows and movies become repetitive and have no personality or originality to them. As part of their new contract, writers have been assured that AI will be used as a tool but will not be forced upon them, and that their work will not be used to train AI and is prohibited by NBA or other law. On July 14, 2023, the Screen Actors Guild joined the walkout, citing similar concerns over AI. With their concerns mostly being over AI to recreate their likenesses as either images or voices, they want new right over this that states that the studios must have their permission to use AI to recreate their likenesses. However, there is a concern over the wording in the clause that could be exploited for background actors. The writer's strike affected the media field as a whole. The first show affected were late night talk shows at Jimmy Fallon, followed by series, and led to a massive uptake in reality TV. All of this affected the views, but was necessary for CEOs to finally come to an agreement. The strike had a massive impact on the Southern California economy, an estimated $6.5 billion, and the losses of 45,000 jobs. After 148 days of striking and pulling from a writer's savings account for things such as rent, food, and money, the writers won more rights than before, with writers gaining an increase to minimum wage, increased pension, and health fund rates with better residuals from streaming services. All of this is to say that the writer strikes are not only justified but required for people in the film industry to be seen as important and be taken seriously. Thank you for attending my conference on the writer strike.